Why'd you pull my papers at the academy? Why did you stand in my way?
You weren't ready.
Ready for what? Huh? Ready to fly like you?
No, forget the book. Trust your instincts. Don't think, just do. You think up there, you're dead. Believe me.
I don't apologize. In the end, I don't care whether you love me or you hate me, just as long as I win.
There are no two words in the English language more harmful than good job.
Caring only makes you
weak. They think you care, they'll walk all over you.
I mean, you're sitting on a winning lottery ticket. You're too much of a pussy to cash it in.
I don't want to be a product of my environment. I want my environment to be a product of me.
When you pray for rain, you gotta deal with the mud, too.
I don't want to listen to this crap.
Look, nobody owes nobody nothing. You owe yourself.
Mock trial is about figuring out what type of lawyer you want to be, and there's only two types: winners and losers.
Okay, that sounds great, Harvey, but I haven't prepared. Apparently, I'm going up against someone that I can't trust.
Figure out a way to beat him anyway. Winners don't make excuses when the other side plays the game.
Every family deserves to have a winner. I think it should be you.
If it were easy, everyone would do it.
You know what? That's the difference between us, Allison. You want to lose small, I want to win big.
Every morning I lose. I lose sweat, I lose time, I lose peace. I lose sweat, I lose time, I lose sight. I lose sweat, I lose time, I lose track, and I lose. Drop after drop after drop after drop. Going the distance, losing, so I know I always win.
That was impressive. Well, Steven, I didn't beat him to impress you. I beat him because that's what I do. I don't follow orders, I don't bend a knee, I win.
Your could be rich, but you cannot erase the work ethic part. There is no getting around. Ain't no elevator to the top. You got to take the stairs. The elevator don't go to the top, man. Not in the world of success. You gotta take the stairs. Y'all gotta start getting gritty, man. You gotta develop some dog in you. You gotta understand that success, you can't Google success. You can't Google it, man.
The true champions are quiet. The critics of life. This parasite society has never seen the crowd from the field of view. They've also never taken a breath of air that's mixed with anxiety and pressure. They know no victory nor defeat, because they never put themselves at risk, never shown up, they've never walked their talk. So therefore, we tell them themselves in their opinion. We don't care what they fucking say. All we care about is people that perform. Those guys and girls, they don't need to talk.
This is the discomfort that everybody feels, whether you're launching a business or doing personal development or doing all the rest of it. And as opposed to thinking about it as a bug, think about it as a feature. And as opposed to thinking about it as something that's a personal curse that's difficult, think about it as the selection criteria that everybody has to get over. That's the reason why so few people are equanimous and actually have peace in their mind. Because meditation is hard and everyone thinks, am I doing it right? This kind of sucks and I'm twitchy and I'm tired today. Why are so few people in shape? Because going to the gym and sticking to the gym is difficult.
He said, you know the difference between champions and everyone else? And I was like, what? He said, everyone always looks at them and says, what do champions have that I don't have? And he said, they have it backwards. He said, it's what do champions not have that I have? It's what do they lack? And it's an off button. They just don't stop. And so in dealing with the gold medalists, he's like, they just never stop. They just can't stop. Everything in their life is geared towards one goal. I think that that level of obsession around like everything that you touch on a daily basis is required for really getting to where you want to go.
Any human realizes that if you want some kind of a good outcome, you're going to have to work hard for it. And if you don't work hard for something, you're not going to get an outcome that's really worth much.
that there is a way out, that there is a way to do more, to get more, to obtain more. But I personally don't want to lose all that I've been able to get. So I need to make sure that I do everything to keep it. So I can't be content.
It's how you handle your sufferings. You know, when you're going through something really challenging, how do you show up within it? Do you choose to become a victim of complaining and misery and shitty, or do you find meaning in how you show up in the suffering, you know?
Winners win and losers lose. I can't explain it any better than that. I don't know how it happens, but winners win. And if you create a culture of losing, if you keep being a victim, if you keep letting losing happen to you, if you keep letting people do you and treat you any kind of way, it's going to become a culture.
There are two types of champions for me. Like, there are champions who prepare themselves to win, and there are the other ones who prepare themselves to dominate.
Well, I had everything, but yet it didn't mean nothing. I wanted to die on a daily basis. I didn't have no motivation to do it. Zero motivation to do anything. I can't tell you in words how I felt, how down I was. I just wanted to show the world that if mental health could bring somebody as big as me and as strong as me and, you know, the stereotype heavyweight champion of the world to my knees, then it could bring anybody to the knees.
I set my shot up and there it was. It was over.
Right hand, left hand, and I don't think he's going to get up. I think it's all over. I think it's over. Is he going to get up?
I was more worried about yourself more than the fight. Ventilators, stretchers, blue lights, ambulance sirens, everything bad was going through my head.
Were you out?
Yeah.
Doesn't move. It's over. But I think that's been Tyson Fury's life. Just when it looks like he's down and he ain't moving and it's over, he resurrects himself.
I had a dream before that fight, and I saw myself getting knocked down in it, and I saw myself getting back up.
It's hard to beat somebody that doesn't want to quit. He popped his eyes wide open.
Oh my goodness! How is he getting up?
He not only got up and came back, but then he started giving Wilder a beating. How could that be? I mean, I'd never seen anything like that before.
Deontay Wilder is struggling.
It was like a Rocky scenario. Everybody went crazy.
Fury somehow has come back. He said it was his destiny, and you begin to wonder.
He showed the world what he can do under pressure. He can come back from the dead, fight to win until the final bell goes.
Fury celebrates one of the greatest sporting stories you would ever see.
The major key to your better future is you. Don't let your learning lead to knowledge. You'll become a fool. Let your learning lead to action. You can become wealthy. Now here's the key to discipline. Start with the little disciplines, get excited over the little disciplines, and get right on those, because those will lead to the big ones. You can't handle the big challenges in life unless you take on the little ones. Make a list of all the things you can do, get right on those, discipline yourself for those, both for the results and for the muscle and for the practice, so that when life hands you some big challenges, you'll be ready, you'll have the muscle. But see, if you don't handle the small ones, you can't take care of the big ones.
If you don't have confidence, build evidence. If you don't have evidence, build skill. If you don't have skill, build discipline. If you don't have discipline, build accountability. And if you don't have accountability, change your environment.
Stop complaining about the problem. Start becoming the solution. Every minute you spend complaining is a minute you're not improving.
Unchosen suffering is going to happen, right? So the only thing that you can do is have some chosen suffering to prepare for it.
People demand success, but refuse to work weekends. People want opportunity, but won't talk to strangers. People claim ambition, but sleep in every day. Everyone wants to be successful. No one wants to be embarrassed. But the price of the first is the second. We are the result of our actions, not our aspirations.
Major step to human progress. Discipline. What could you make yourself do starting tomorrow that would change it all? No. Tell. Get excited over your ability to make yourself do the necessary things. On any given day, you can massively change the direction of your life. Murder is a clear example that any one person on any given day can forever alter the course of their life. It just happens to be a negative act. Just as sure as you can commit a negative act, you can also commit a positive act and forever alter your life. Whenever you wish. Now that's exciting.
Until you win, effort always goes unnoticed. Get used to it. No one roots for you until everyone roots for you. That's just how it works.
You remember when we used to think that nobody could beat Tyson? His mom died. His mom died when he was in training for the fight. And all of his life, he had kind of been really talented as a boxer, but hadn't really completely dedicated himself to it. So when his mom died, he went completely insane in the gym in preparation for Tyson.
Buster Douglas got knocked out. Nobody ever got knocked out by Mike Tyson and ever got back up. It was almost a 10 count. He was stumbling. They were 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding, ding, ding. Saved by the bell. He goes to his corner. The whole world is like, yep, that's it. Mike Tyson came out like, I got him. I got this kid up against the ropes. I need you to do what Buster Douglas did. Buster Douglas started fighting back. The world was shocked. And they went to Buster Douglas and they asked Buster Douglas simply like, what happened? And Buster Douglas said, listen to me, it's real simple. Before my mother died, she told the whole world that I was gonna beat Mike Tyson. And 2 days before the fight, my mother died. He had a decision to make. When his mother died, he could die with his mother, or he made a decision, I can wake up and I can live for mom. And he knocked Mike Tyson out. That was when
basically two kinds of people in life. They're winners and they're losers. And the definition is this. Losers take things that happen to them and that they feel inside that suck, and they wallow, and they use it for self or outward destruction. Winners take whatever they feel it, it sucks, and they transmute it into things that are good for themselves and for the world.
The winner does more than expected every single time, no matter how they feel, no matter the circumstances. A winner shows up 10x times more than the average person. A winner has these unreasonable expectations of himself.
I have given every single thing, every ounce of my life to this craft, to perfecting my craft, and I continue to do so. And in the process, I have lost my mind. But to regular society, to people who wake up at 9 a.m., who clock out at 5 p.m., they would look at me and say, I've lost my mind. But me, I have found it almost.
A winner knows that he's destined for greatness. And no matter how many people around him tell him to slow down, be careful, watch out, that's too risky. You don't have the genetics, the DNA, the money, the mind, the brain power for that. A winner locks onto their goals and keeps going. That's what the winner does.
If you do not have clear goals for your life, you are condemned forever to work for those who do. You see, in life, it's very simple. Either you are working toward the accomplishment of your goals, or you're working toward the accomplishment of other people's goals.
Whatever it is that you're doing, I'm telling you right now, man, as a winner, 80% of the time, you're gonna feel like you're failing. 15% of the time, you're gonna feel like you're just treading water. You just got your nose above the waterline. 4% of the time, you feel like it's fucking over. This is it, I'm about to tap out, but you don't, because that 1% of the time, my friend, that 1% of the time is when you know you're winning. And you go, I'm gonna take these 1%ers, I'm gonna stack them and stack them and stack them and stack them. And you know what happens when you stack winning over years and decades? You become a formidable force to be reckoned with.
And I learned a valuable lesson from this. I learned then, and for the rest of your life, whenever you try to do something out of the ordinary, people will line up to tell you that you can't do it, why you can't do it, that you'll lose your time, you'll lose your money, that you will in effect die in the desert. To achieve anything greater worthwhile, you must train yourself to rise above these people, ignoring them and pressing on towards your goal regardless.
I should have stopped this fight with your father. I'm stopping this one now.
Don't, okay? Let me finish. I gotta prove it.
Prove what?
I'm not a mistake.
People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back. Oh, but I am back. Back from under the ground.
I wanted you to know that it doesn't matter how hard you work, that I'm willing to work harder than you.
Is there any better feeling than being locked in?
No.
I walked a mile. I said, maybe I can walk one more mile. Maybe I can walk another mile. At mile 81, my ex-wife looked at me and said, you're not gonna make the time. When your mind knows it's not going to quit, your body will adapt to whatever is in front of it. I ended up running 20 more miles. I did 101 miles in 19 hours and 6 minutes. And that one day changed, 19 hours. It wasn't SEAL training, it wasn't Ranger School, it wasn't Delta Force, it wasn't any of that crap I went through. It was just 19 hours and 6 minutes that forever changed my life to know that we as human beings are capable of anything. And we don't need any special kind of parents or tools to get there. So I end you with this. Don't stop when you're tired, stop when you're done.
Now it's time to create a legacy now. You had your fun, now get your work.
Because if you sit down, you're not going to get back up. No excuses.
Right, when you really want something, you want to get it. There's no excuses.
No excuses in everything. You eliminate that, everything changes. You embrace accountability, and it's game over in life.
I had to work harder than they did. Yeah. This is what I'm going to do, and this is what I'm willing to do.
And I will always outwork you because I love the game more than the stuff.
They may be more talented, they may be smarter, but they won't outwork me. But I just work harder.
I will outwork you. I will make it possible.
The real man says, like, I'm not gonna make no excuses. I'm not gonna point the finger and say, Lewis, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. I'm gonna take full ownership, full responsibility.
I would say to a young person, you can choose a life of ease and comfort, or you can choose a life of service and adventure. Which one of those, when you're 90 years old, are you going to be more proud of?
For you to constantly win, when this voice over here, the real you, is saying, get the fuck out of here. Go. You're nobody. You've always been nobody. And it's true. People don't hear that. That's a true voice. And then you had to create another voice over here that is saying you're better than that other voice. And you're in the freezing cold water that both voices don't want to fucking be in. But you win. And it goes from the water to the studying, to the running, to losing weight, to how you eat, to how you function as a man. Every day of your life, you're winning these battles.
James! Come on! Listen! What? Just go easy out there. What are you saying? I'm saying look after yourself. We want you back in one piece. You're too far back. There's too many drivers in front of you. There's alls next year. So that's it? It's over? Yeah! Fuck it!
You give me your best. You keep going.
It's heavy.
I know you said don't quit till you got nothing left.
I'm bad strength.
Then you negotiate with your body to find more strength, but don't you give up on me. It hurts. I know it hurts. You keep going.
It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.
It's all hard from here.
But here's what you should know about winning before you chase it. Winning's not loyal to you. It doesn't care about you. Winning doesn't care how sore you are. Winning doesn't care how much sleep you get. Winning doesn't care how hard you work at times. And sometimes a guy doesn't outwork you and he still wins. It isn't fair, man. Sometimes there is no justice. Winning requires all of you and then more, and it promises you nothing. It's a mastermind of creating fear and doubt in your mind. It causes setback after setback. So the question is about winning. Are you willing to sprint when the distance is unknown? And why chase this thing called winning? Because the only thing that's guaranteed in life, if you don't chase it, is losing.
Oh, it's okay, brother. We'll take a day off, man. We'll get a pizza and shit, watch the game. No, bro. Get your shit on, man. Stop being a punk. Motivation's crap. Motivation comes and goes. When you're driven, whatever's in front of you will get destroyed. When you can find drive in your own doubt, fear, insecurities, you become very unstoppable.
The ones who grind get it.
period. You can't be sitting here every day being piss poor expecting to be successful. That's not how it works. Every single day, it's clockwork, grind. And what you do is not gonna cut it. So don't be sitting here surprised when you live in an average life because you're doing average things.
It's so easy to be great nowadays, my friend, because most people are weak. Most people don't want to go to that extra mile. Most people don't want to find that extra because it sucks. It's miserable. It's lonely. And that used to hurt me growing up. Now I fucking thrive in that shit. That's the only place to be. You have to suffer. You have to make that a tattoo on your fucking brain so when that hard time comes again, you don't forget it.
Don't complain when you're going through the grind.
Listen, this is to anybody who's watching this. Subscribe to Inspired by Florian. Period.